got eye cream. This one is just super soothing on my skin.
No!
The skin under my eyes is very sensitive and often really dry.
No! God, please, no! No!
Today, you will be able to witness me, your acne big sister, medical esthetician, and resident crazy cat lady, develop a personality by the help of coffee.
You will also be able to witness Cassie's false eyelash rebel against society.
Also, yes, I felt super pretty today. I'm a purple person, okay? Am I a purple person? Don't answer that. Today, we are reacting to Bridgerton's Charithra Chandran's nighttime skincare routine. And if you remember, Bridgerton is that thing that I confused for the Bridgerton, for the barista row, the burger row. Someone got me the burger gravy though, and I have never been happier or more awake at 6 in the morning when my alarm goes off. I cannot tell you. You will be able to witness a personality develop over the next however many minutes it takes to either cringe our way through or excitedly fangirl over this person's skincare choices, techniques, and applications. So get ready to analyze, scrutinize, and learn together. And let's watch what she's got to put on her face.
Hi guys, I'm Charithra Chandran and I'm going to walk you through my everyday skincare routine and my foolproof night out look. First thing is cleanser, of course. Let me just wet my face quickly. I use this cleanser.
To cleanse her face, she's literally using a spinach smoothie in a bottle. Is it a spinach smoothie or a kale smoothie? It's both. This is the Youth to the People Superfood Antioxidant Cleanser, and she's specifically using the mini, which is $12. This cleanser is not only one of Hiram's favorites, but it's also an oily skin favorite. I actually find that this can dry out certain skin types if you are prone to more dry skin. Now, if you're like me, if you get a little grease, even at 8:30 in the morning, then this could be one of your best friends. It does have antioxidants in it, which are great, both topically for your skin and if you ingest them. Did you know that I drink a smoothie every day? It's a chocolate banana smoothie. It's my favorite thing. I should probably switch up my routine for the sake of nutrition and not being boring, but here I am. Antioxidants are literally antioxidants. These oxidants come from our environment, from pollution, from the sun. They basically try to damage our skin and they want to tear things apart because they have this spare electron that just needs to be quenched. And there are many different forms of antioxidants, but they basically come in and say, don't destroy cells and tissues and structures, take me instead. And they give themselves up for the sake of that little spare electron. They're kind of like the sacrificial antioxidant. You could call this the sacrificial skin smoothie. And it's wonderful. It's a great way to start the day. I know this is her nighttime routine, but I'd actually recommend that she uses this in the morning. You could use this again at night, especially if you do have, a lot of grease on your face. If you're trying to remove makeup though, this isn't gonna cut it. It looks like she doesn't have any makeup on, so she's just going straight in with her mini superfood cleanser. But overall, everything from the spinach, the green tea, the gluconolactone, we love to see it. And it looks like this is working pretty well for her face.
I'm usually really rough on my skin, and so my makeup and hairstylist on Bridgerton, they kept telling me, be gentle, so that's what I'm trying to focus on at the moment.
Oh my God, okay, so I relate so bad. I first went to aesthetic school in 2009 and I destroyed my skin. I was that bitch that slept in my makeup because it said acne clearing foundation. Yeah, that didn't work. I also used to be super rough on my skin. I loved the physical scrubs, and I will admit I still love the feel of a physical scrub, but I just can't do the walnut shells anymore. And I would basically just tear up my skin. I'd wash it like 3 to 5 times a day because I was just trying to get rid of my acne. Especially when you're rubbing and tearing at your face. When you're like 17 or 18 like I was, it didn't matter a ton because I didn't see the repercussions. That's also why I wish I was a little bit more diligent with my SPF applications. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, if I don't have to tug on my eyes to apply my eyeliner, let's try to perfect technique and not have to do that. When it comes to her technique, it actually looks pretty gentle. I don't feel like we should be freaking out over whether or not we're tugging or massaging our face. Facial massage is actually quite good for the skin, but you shouldn't be going like this. And if you can try to get yourself a pillow that makes you sleep on your back if you don't have sleep apnea or your throat doesn't collapse at night. Oh, that's scary. But yeah, talk to your doctor before changing your sleeping positions. But there's like the pillow cube I was thinking of getting, and then there are like those sleeping pillows that Dr. Dre recommends, and little things like when we're technically supposed to be spending a third of our life while we're sleeping, why not sleep with gravity helping us out instead of betraying us? When it comes to this towel, she's not really doing anything wrong. I would say pat, don't pull when it comes to a towel, but is it detrimental? No. Is it something that we can improve on? Sure, but it also depends on, you know, what works best for you and also your mobility. So, do you see the sass that's just hitting my adenosine receptors? It's great. It's great. Literally, my cousin is a real one. You have no idea how happy this makes me. It's 6 in the morning when it goes off and brews me coffee.
I don't want my skin kind of relying too much on products. The simpler a routine is, the more likely you are to follow it. Next up, we have toner. I'm just using a little bit. I probably, like growing up, didn't take care of my skin as well as I should have. But now that I'm a little bit older, I'm trying to make it a priority. And I'm really starting to see that when I take care of my skin, my makeup is just so much better.
The best foundation to good makeup is not foundation. It's good skincare. And it's getting skincare that works for you. Because if you don't have all these things that are poking through foundation or makeup, you don't have to use as much concealer or other things to cover them. And remember that our flaws can actually be our features, and that all depends on how you process and internalize your skin situation. I love her. It looks like she's using another Youth to the People toner. It looks like she's just patting that on the face. Actually saves cotton rounds, which is great. I have been using these little reusable, eco-friendly cotton rounds. I love them. They do get stained and then you kind of have to bleach them. And then I'm like, ugh, bleach. But she's actually doing a great job, and this toner is pretty darn good as well. I lied, this isn't just a toner, this is an exfoliant. This has mandelic acid, which we love, as well as a superfood unity blend, whatever that is. And it's $38. I don't know if she's using this every day. You definitely shouldn't be exfoliating every day, but if she's doing this on like a night out, once, twice, maybe even 3 times a week, thrice a week, then this would actually be perfect. You know, exfoliating before applying your makeup, as long as it doesn't irritate your skin, can help to break down the outer layer of skin cells, that stratum corneum, any dirt or bacteria that's in there, and help to rinse it off and away. The ingredients in here do have that mandelic acid that comes from bitter almonds. It's a wonderful AHA that is really good for sensitive skin types. This has green tea, this has kale leaf extract, this has aloe. This also has salicylic acid, and although Youth to the People doesn't call it an AHA BHA, it kind of is. It's also got gluconolactone and licorice root. This would be great for hyperpigmentation. She hasn't shared her skin conditions if she struggles with PIP or with acne, but this would be a great, very, very, very gentle exfoliant if you wanted one that does that. I actually have never tried this one. I would love to, because this looks like a really good, gentle PHA, AHA, BHA style toner. The only one that I know that's similar is from Glossier. They have an AHA, BHA, PHA, but this actually looks really good. And it's in a glass bottle. This looks really good.
Next up, we've got eye patches. These are magic. These were introduced to me again by my makeup artist on Bridgerton. We'd have to get up at like 4 a.m, makeup chair by 4:35, and you know, they'd be really long hours. So we needed all the help we could get.
If you are waking up at 4:30 or 5, might I recommend the Bridgerton caffeination coffee machine. It is literally a Kickstarter item that got built into reality, and it is a coffee machine that is also an alarm clock. And when your alarm goes off, it makes you a fresh cup of coffee in the morning, and it even has like a little mini refrigerator so you can put your almond milk in it. It's an expensive, way too overpriced thing. You don't need it. But if you have money just coming out of your butthole and you buy La Mer, then might I recommend it. This is a gift to me, and this is probably the best gift I've gotten in 2022, like all this year. I cannot tell you. The also thing, other fact, amazing, the eye patches. It sounds like her makeup artist used these while they were applying cosmetics. And when you think about what an eye patch is, it's an under eye bag for your under eyes. This one is from Wishful, which most people don't know is actually Huda Beauty's brand. I need to look at the ingredients of this because I've never tried these, but I do have quite a few favorite eye patches that work really, really ridiculously well, including one that stabs your eyes with tiny microneedles and visibly brightens it. Like, look at that. You can see my under eyes are like a different color. Like, what happened overnight? This eye patch is magical. It's from Skin Iceland. Eye patches are fantastic, whereas eye creams are not. Let's hope that she doesn't disappoint me and trigger me by pressing all of my overpriced eye cream moisturizer buttons. Let's hope she doesn't use an eye cream, but let's see if she uses her moisturizer as one or what she's doing. The simplicity, the accountability, the cruelty-free products. Oh, I really love.
My family's from India, and generally the skincare that we use back home is all natural, and it'll be like the same product for many purposes, and that's kind of my main beauty secret. I love a good multi-purpose tool. I really like to add a lip balm.
We love a lip balm, and I love that she brings up her family, her ethnicity, and where she comes from. In India, some people do follow Ayurvedic medicine or Ayurvedic skincare, and this is an ancient Sanskrit practice that basically splits people into 3 main doshas, and different people are going to perform better or live better or be happier when they're basically in balance. It's a really cool philosophy, and that sometimes extends to beauty and skincare. Now, other than that, a lot of people don't realize how beautiful, wonderful, and vast India is. There are literally 50 plus languages, and before Britain colonized everything, they were all of these separate kingdoms. And then, you know, history happened, and then India split apart, and they said the Muslims have to go over here and the Hindus have to go live over here, and then the Sikhs were up there in Punjab, and that's how that all happened. But that's a history lesson for another day and not for me to go into. But because of this rich cultural history, there are so many very unique and very different beauty rituals and habits, and a lot of times those use similar ingredients, such as haldi powder, which is like turmeric. There's also a lot of ginger. Some people use nimbu pani, like lemon water, or nariyal, which is like coconut, especially for the hair, which, fun fact, may also contribute to tinea versicolor, which many people struggle with in India because some of the areas of India have humid climates. But India has a vast array of different climates, different microclimates. The topography is beautiful. I'm gonna shut the f up, and I'm just gonna say that I love that she brings up how her ethnicity and her upbringing has influenced her beauty routine, and how she likes multitasking things, because hi, I'm a little susty as well. And yeah, I like my multitasking beauty too. Now, when she says all natural, again, natural has no cosmetic definition, and I'm sure that that is being picked up from magazines or media that's like, natural things are better. Drink our natural organic coffee. Well, guess what coffee is? It's a pesticide. And a lot of people don't realize that chemicals make up everything. So this natural greenwashing, clean washing, it rubs me in the wrong ways, it presses my buttons, but it also goes to show that this is what is perpetuated. And if we talk about it, we can be aware of it, and we can understand the true science of skincare. But yes, haldi powder, turmeric, it's amazing in products. It will stain your skin if you use it as a face mask, but it does have some amazing antioxidant benefits, and it actually works on hyperpigmentation and dark spots as well. So if you didn't know, I mean, the Inky List has one, Sweet Chef has one, and again, good old haldi powder, just don't put nimbu pani in it. It's really, really good. I'll say it stains your face, but if you want to do something inexpensive and DIY, it's good.
Just peel them off gently. Next step, moisturizer. I just use a really basic one. I mean, it works for me. I'm often really lazy when it comes to like self-care, but the one thing that I do love and I swear by is face germ. It's like a workout for your face, and honestly, I was such a skeptic before I actually went, and it makes such a difference.
Did she say face germ, or was that face gym?
Face germ. It's like a workout for your face.
Face gym is interesting, and if you are someone who likes touch, if you are someone who loves sensorial feelings, then oh my god, face gym. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a workout for your face. Like it's like a facial gym thing. I'll have to look into it, but this moisturizer, I love to see a celebrity who doesn't have a ridiculously overpriced 55-step, just absurd skincare routine. I don't personally use CeraVe. It's not cruelty-free. I think it's very overhyped, and we've actually spoken about like the CeraVe conspiracy, and a lot of people actually say that CeraVe is kind of gross. Like it works, but it's also kind of cheap. But I will say a lot of doctors and dermatologists love it, including the ones that I've worked with. I've put CeraVe on so many people's faces. It can kind of feel gross in some instances. Like it's not my favorite texture. If you actually want a really good cruelty-free dupe, I would recommend this one from Saramedics. Very, very similar, still has the ceramides, but it's cruelty-free. I love it for the skin. Is her choice my favorite moisturizer? No, but it's like, it gets the job done. And do you see how she's applying her moisturizer all over her face and she didn't need to use an eye cream? Do you know why? Because CeraVe works perfectly fine as an eye cream. And do you know what else? Saramedics works perfectly fine as an eye cream. And you know what else? This works perfectly fine as an eye cream. There are so many amazing moisturizers that work just as well here as they do here. And it's literally about the texture that you're looking for underneath makeup. Obviously, this is what works for her. It sounds like her skin might be to the normal to maybe slightly drier side, but if she doesn't have dryness in the under eyes, if she's not struggling with issues, this actually looks like the perfect, minimal, but effective base that you would put underneath makeup. I'm very impressed.
Got eye cream. This one is just super soothing on my skin. The skin under my eyes is very sensitive and often really dry.
We were doing so good. We were just doing the eye patches. We just applied the moisturizer. Also, when people apply their eye creams over their moisturizers, at least it wasn't like removing her SPF. Just take the moisturizer up here. I know she says she has sensitive skin. CeraVe is not my favorite for sensitive skin, but literally one of the best eye creams you can get is a ceramide infused, fragrance-free moisturizer for the face that you can also use under the eyes. And if you really want to buy an eye cream, fine. There are actually very few, but some that I would recommend. Ceramides are fantastic in eye creams. I've been loving those. There's an algae one that's very expensive from Biossance, but like that's it that you're gonna get me to admit to. We were doing so well. Ugh, what even is this? That's a Shea Butter lip balm. They don't even show which eye cream she uses. And I want to know this because many eye creams are overpriced moisturizers, as we already know here. But the question is this salvageable? Is this a routine that we can back, or is this something that we have just wasted our money on? Hey, if it makes her happy, if it's something that works for her sensitive under eyes, then fine. But I would highly recommend finding something that actually works for you. Because remember, wrinkles are different than puffiness, which is different than under eye circles. And all three things are going to need different treatments. And eye creams won't tell you that. They just want you to buy their overpriced tubes of goo. Because that's really what skincare is. It's tubes of goo when you think about it. And you know what coffee is? Hot bean juice, technically. Think about it.
Tweeze any eyebrow hairs that I need to get rid of, any mustache hairs that I have. Generally, when it comes to my eyebrows, I'm very protective over them. I would prefer to do them myself than to go anywhere else. And I was lucky enough that when I went to India one summer, my aunt organized for me to learn how to do threading. Threading is the best way to get your eyebrows done. It just gives you the sharpest, finest lines.
She is right. Threading is fantastic. And some people are like, what is threading? Threading is similar to tweezing, only more effective, faster, arguably less painful, and you do get sharper lines. You have to have a lot of brow hairs to work with though. And if you're confused, like, should I be waxing or tweezing, or like, should I laser my hair off of my eyebrows or my mustache or elsewhere on my body? We actually have a video coming on that because a lot of people who have a mustache actually try to wax it off and then it leaves them with like this hyperpigmentation ring on top of their lips. And then they're trading a mustache for this patch of skin that has like this hyperpigmentation. And a lot of people don't realize that that could be a side effect of waxing. I do think that tweezing is better, especially for the face, or if you can IPL things off, then that could be a better choice. And it looks like Charithra's makeup is also beautiful because when you go all the way to the end of this video, she looks phenomenal. I'm taking notes. I would change one or two things about this routine just with the eye creams, but overall, it is simple, it is effective, it works for her. And this is just such a refreshing celebrity beauty routine. Call me smitten like a kitten or call me happily caffeinated. But this routine gets like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Actually, like a 7 out of 10, because we could replace a couple of the products with more targeted actives, but we don't need to complicate it. I like what I see. And I see some good skincare and coffee. Overall, remember to reapply that SPF, which she didn't do because it's nighttime. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see that video on shaving versus waxing versus IPL and how to not, have a hairy mustache that turns into hyperpigmentation. And overall, remember to be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video where we reacted to another Bridgerton routine. Love you guys. Bye.